The Age of Exploration, Chapter 2. Portugal leads the way. One person with a great interest in finding a new route to the Indies was Prince Henry of Portugal, born in 1394. According to his horoscope, a horoscope is a foretelling of your future based on the way the stars, planets, sun, and moon were positioned in the sky when you were born. Prince Henry was going to dedicate his life to great and noble conquest. He wanted to do everything possible to make this prediction come true. As a young man, Prince Henry and his family led a crusade, a religious war, against a Muslim town on the North African coast. It was named Ceuta. The town was the center for trading spices from India, spices from the Indies, jewels, and precious metals. From that time, Prince Henry became interested in finding another route to the Far East, one that would go all the way around Africa and then on to Asia. Finding a sea route would cut out Venetian and Muslim middlemen. The cost of spices would go way down. Sailing around Africa would not be easy. No European explorers had ever gone beyond Cape Bojador. It was on the stormy western coast of Africa where the sea was shallow. Sailors thought it was too dangerous to venture any further than there. That was not going to stop Prince Henry. In addition to getting rich, he had another reason for exploring the coast of Africa. He was a devout Christian, and he had hoped that Portuguese ships would make stops all along the coast and convert African people to his religion. To convert means to change to a new religion. We're going to skip the Muslim traders and go over to here. So it was the prince from the tiny country of Portugal who started the age of exploration. And although he did not go on any of the voyages, he became known as Henry the Navigator because he paid for so many. Navigators are expert sailors able to find their way to remote destinations. In 1419, Prince Henry moved to southwesternmost tip of Portugal, the place called Sagres. It was the perfect spot for which to sail from Africa. Let's go back to page 18 and read about the Muslim traders. The Venetians controlled the Mediterranean Sea, and Muslim traders controlled the spice supply. Muslims follow the religion called Islam, and it was founded in Mecca, now Saudi Arabia, in the 17th century for a prophet named Muhammad. The Muslim traders would travel to India and the Spice Islands, a group of islands in what is now Indonesia. To scare off others from going themselves, Venetians told tales of terrific snakes and other dangerous creatures that guarded the spices. Page 20. In Sagres, he brought together the best navigators, map makers, astronomers, and shipbuilders. They improved many of the instruments that sailors relied on, such as the astrolabe and quadrant. Both were used to locate and position of the stars, sun, and moon to help figure out where a ship was. There was also a better compass by then. Another improvement was the caravel, a new kind of ship. The caravel was smaller and simpler to sail than the carrack, an earlier type of ship. It had rectangular sails that made it easy to sail into the wind. The ship was also faster, cutting down the time for long trips. The sails also made it easier to turn the ship faster when navigating rocky coasts. The maps sailors used were old and inaccurate. Prince Henry wanted new ones. So he had cartographers or map makers gather information from diaries written by captains on recent voyages. Diaries like these were called logs. 14 times Prince Henry sent ships out to go past Cape Bojador. all met with failure. Finally, in 1434, he sent out a Portugal sailor named Gil Enes to try yet again, and this time his sailor made it. This opened up the western coast of Africa for future exploration, but it would be more than 50 years before anyone would make it around the bottom of the continent and up the eastern coast.